Is this mic on?
Yeah, this mic's on.
All right, cool. Cause I'm getting tired of this whole breaking up shit. All right. So, in case you've been living under a rock, Russia decided, you know what? We're gonna invade Ukraine, and if any motherfucker has anything to say or do about it, we will blow the entire fucking world up. You understand me? All right, cool. Let's get it. And what turned out to be a 3-day trip to, well, not completely, but essentially backfired.
Yeah,
And at this point, they're still continuing. They're on day 5 of invasion, and Ukraine is simply not rocking. Like they heard that Russia was going to invade, and they just said, "Bring it on, slutty broads,"
right.
and
I
they've been
seen
acting accordingly since.
I seen like one video when like a Russian like war tank was like
Yeah,
telling them about like they about to come in, and the dude was like, "Yeah, should I tell him to go f himself?" And I was like, "Wow." He said, "Russian warship, go f yourself." I was like,
that's
"Wow."
been their entire motto towards Russia since all this. Go fuck yourselves. All right, there's 13 motherfuckers that were pretty much the first victims of the invasion. And they stood in front of them was like, fuck, pretty much fuck y'all. Go fuck yourselves. Nobody survived, but they went to war for their country. I respect that. Because let me tell you, as a black man, and I can't even say in America, we'll get to that momentarily. As a black man, I'm not fighting for you motherfuckers. No way. Why not fight for somebody that don't really care whether I live or die? That's not happening. Sorry.
Michael said it best. All I, Michael said it best. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us.
They don't. They don't.
And y'all thought Michael was trying to be a white woman.
Because though I commend the like bravery and 10 toes downness of the Ukrainian citizens, I also saw how there were, African and Asian people trying to get the fuck out of Ukraine, and they're pretty much being prevented from getting out of Ukraine. When mother's trying to
Yeah,
catch trains up out of there, they can't get on the trains. Motherfuckers trying to cross the borders, they can't cross the border. They're being held up from crossing the borders. And then not only that, the people that are successfully fleeing Ukraine, they're not being accepted in any other countries. With that being said, again, I can only look at them and be like, yo, that's cool, and keep it moving because I'm not gonna contribute anything to any efforts of the people that don't care about my people. Plain and simple. Like, what the fuck is y'all's problem? Why do y'all want me to do stupid shit like that? That's selfish of y'all, if you ask me. So, with that being said, um, good luck, Ukraine. I don't know. Just don't bring that shit over here.
you know it's gonna come to our door.
That's the fucking problem because we are constantly meddling in other countries' businesses. And who's not to say it's going to eventually come back and bite us in the ass? It's just one of those things. So, I low key expect it to come back and bite us in our ass for the simple fact that, aside from the fact that we are a country that accepts everyone, we don't fuck with Russia. Never have for real.
Mm-hmm. And even if we were trying to do something to Russia, Putin got the keys and security codes. I firmly believe Putin got the keys and the security codes.
I don't know, Byron.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Codes that Jay Z was talking about. And what's your name this season? What's your name?
Byron.
He was not that John. Trump just showed him all the secrets. He was in the White House. Remember that.
And that's another thing. That dumb motherfucker that was the last president, he pretty much he just had America looking stupid, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody want to believe that, or nobody on that side want to believe that because he has such an open, not an open mind. God no, not an open mind. He was able to speak his mind and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Okay, how is that helping us again? Because
Exactly.
it's not.
And
And
people
then,
like,
anytime you point out that how it wasn't helping, it's just fake news. Like if
or
that's not fascism, I don't know what the fuck that is.
or people will say something like, well, when Trump was president, we got stimulus checks. I'm like, bruh, I don't want to hear nothing about
I,
that.
I don't care who's president in a fucking pandemical situation. I hope we'd all get stimmies.
And that's not even enough. Like the little bit of money we got ain't enough, bruh. That's like somebody's month rent for 2 months. But y'all got $6 billion. People that's not even like in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, it's sick work. It's absolutely nasty work.
Like Tupac said, they got money for wars, but not feed the poor.
Exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I just like I can only look at things from from the eyes of a person of my color. Um, to be black what has been socially constructed as human beings to be not good. Like black is impure while white is pure. You know what I'm saying? So that perception, who's to say that that perception that like is given to you at the earliest of ages, like early childhood, that it wouldn't um subconsciously apply to human beings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, like all you can really do at this point is just sigh because everybody's trying too fucking hard to be right when they're just wrong as hell. And it's like you gotta look at it like this: what's good, what's evil. Black is not evil. Black is all the colors at once. Simple. Like I don't know, man. But the bottom line of it all, I just simply can't 100%. That's why, like, at this point, my outlook on politics is my parents were peasants. We didn't have time for politics, you know, because we really don't. Politics don't help black people for real. It don't. Politics is like sports for people that it does care for, and you know who those people are, the people that made it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, you could, if you're a Republican, you can outright tell us straight up without saying it. You don't really care for black people. If you're a Democrat, you pander to them. That's just how it's been for the past 8 years now. I don't know how, but you give us a black president and all it's honky dory. Well, what about the last 43 of them? I just you can't call out equality when you just give us one. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about the new Supreme Court leader, this justice of the Supreme Court. It was a black woman.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, her name slips my mind right now, and I'm a little upset about that. All right, but the fact of the matter is that she's the first black female justice of the Supreme Court. How?
Uh, I had an ignorant moment in my head, and I was gonna say Shirley Chisholm, but that wouldn't have been wrong.
Oh, oh. And before that, there was a Latina woman
So,
at one point, at least.
don't give me the line, sir. I don't think so.
but the rest of them have been white men with a sprinkle of white women. And it makes you go, listen, yo, you're pretty much telling us that we're not fit for the job. Why do you think we're not fit for the job? That question never crossed your goddamn mind. No, it did not, because you're too hardwired to think, well, let's find the person that's best fit for the job. But why is a white man always the best person fit for the job?
I don't think any human is fit. I don't think any human is fit for that job.
These are jobs fit for human beings, regardless. But still, like, the fact of the matter that you automatically think that a white man is more fit for the job than, a black woman, a black man, an Asian woman or man, a Latina woman, Latina. Like, I constantly think about that all the time. Added to the fact that we gotta work twice as hard because y'all don't feel us as being, as hardworking as you might. Y'all think that we're a lazy race. Subconsciously, y'all think that. Like, my thing is, actions speak louder than words. And then not only that, a lot of words have yelps in between their spaces. I just don't understand how or why people aren't looking at the jig as I do, I guess. And it's not really that hard. It's pretty easy to fucking point out. Like, don't like Maya Angelou, when she told Oprah in that interview that one time, when somebody shows you who they are, believe it. You and every goddamn day you have these motherfuckers that are in charge of this country, not only this country, but the rest of the world as well, showing you who they are. And y'all keep giving them a sexy little phrase that I enjoy saying a lot these days, the benefit of the doubt. And they don't, a lot of the time they don't need the benefit of the doubt, but you're too gullible and or compassionate to give the wrong people the benefit of the doubt. It can be overwhelming. So going back to this Russia-Ukrainian situation, I see, a lot of the Black and Asian people in that country trying to get out of that country, but they can't get out of that country because they're being prevented from getting out of that country. And it's just, when it comes to war, you got to remember that these are still people at the end of the day, and people are going to people. So when it comes to war, like, I can't take the shit for a grain of salt, because one button push and this is all over. However, I am going to make fucking fun of it, and I am going to get these goddamn jokes off, because I have a bit of a nihilistic point of view on outlook on life these days. Because, well, look around you and tell me why I shouldn't. And B, I would say it doesn't apply to me, but at any moment's notice, it can apply to me. And I want to laugh to keep from crying. I don't know about you guys. Y'all want to be angry about every goddamn thing. I just so happen to be angry about every goddamn thing. Doesn't mean that I want to be angry about every goddamn thing. You understand? So these jokes are going to fly as far as this entire situation goes, because you look at how the Black community is treated out there, and you remember, oh yeah, it's not just America that's racist. I'll tell you what, you fix it if you don't want me to make fun of it then. Fuck out of here. But I will say this. As far as the like actual situation goes, Ukraine is holding their own. And we'd be stupid to think that, we just because Russian can't crush these motherfuckers mean that, we could decimate a small country like the Ukraine. Because do we not remember what happened in the Vietnam War? We decided to meddle in Vietnamese business, and them motherfuckers used the simplest fucking tactics to kick our ass out of Vietnam. So that that should have been the lesson. Like, it don't matter how big the military spending is, nigga. The discipline is where it really counts. Those are the real winners and losers. Discipline. And well, Vietnam knew discipline. Now, as far as Ukraine goes, I don't know what their discipline is like, but I've also read that Russian discipline a little sloppy, I guess, compared to America, because that's usually how motherfuckers be comparing other countries. So we shall see what happens. Like, does Ukraine hold their own and shut things down? Or because they've been fucking Russian troops up. But not only that, the Klitschko brothers, they're fighting.
Yeah.
Like, these are two famous heavyweight boxers. And all that shit goes out the window because their country is under attack. And one of them, I want to say it was Vitaly, he like was out of the country, caught wind of what was going on, and immediately came back to Ukraine.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? The Ukrainian president, whom by the way was like the Jon Stewart of the Ukraine. That goes to show you we're not the only one that elect an actor as a president. People do. I mean, human nature is a weird thing, ain't it? At any rate, he's 10 toes the fuck down, and his life is a bounty. So it's like I can't really like 100%, root for y'all because y'all still don't care about black people for real. But I can respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are 10 toes down in this fight. Y'all are looking to, hold yourselves down as y'all's own independent sovereign country.
Playing from the owner's iPhone.
Oh, I can dig that.
Okay.
Kenny, are you coming back with something, or should we just go ahead and pre-show? Because I said all I want to say.
I mean, you're saying everything, so it's like I don't have much. Like, it's just, I think it's just baffling that people. I don't even know how to explain it. I just think it's baffling that people really just don't understand, the human condition at heart. It's like the word is evil, bro. It's all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could go into a whole nother realm, but
I understand. It'll just take you to a dark place. Me, I can handle the dark place.
No, it's not even to take me to a dark place. It'll take me to a place that a lot of people tell me they don't want to hear. So I just be like, well, and out of respect for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Even though when I look around and I see it, I just be like, it's true though. But it's like, okay. So just like with everything else that humans do, people brush it off. So I'm just like, you won't, you know what I'm saying, understand it until it happens to you. So you're gonna take Russia, they gotta go through it. And Ukraine, they out there, they letting it go. They're not going easy. And
oh, they will not go quietly into the night.
Yeah.
So again, I respect that as a country versus country type of deal. Can't get down with the fact that they like still have time in the middle of war to have a certain level of hatred for black people or a certain level of like non-caring for black people. And you can even like peep it in the news reports and all that stuff. Like the average Ukrainian to these news reporters are like blonde haired, blue eyed motherfuckers. I mean, there's some niggas too. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. But we probably won't. Yeah, so let's end in pre-show on that note. I'm sorry. We had to get that out of the way for pre-show in order for the actual show to be fun. So expect the show to be fun.
My prayers are with Ukraine.
Sure. Definitely. I guess. I don't know. Fight Ukraine, fight. That's all I'll say.